Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm your host, PattSun, and today we're gonna be taking a look at r/cheating stories, where OP dodged a massive bullet. Let's begin. I think my girlfriend is emotionally cheating on me. Posted by Reddit user Careless Bumblebee.
Sorry if this reads like a mess. I feel completely distraught right now. Is my girlfriend cheating on me? Recently I found my girlfriend texting a guy she has known for a while. I'm not insecure and have no problems with her having male friends, but after some digging, I found out through her that he has previously tried for a relationship with her and still has a crush on her, both of which she says she's turned down.
Red flag!
This started about 4 months ago when I noticed his name on her phone one night. We had been out drinking and she received a "you up" text from someone and immediately showed me bragging about it.
Is that also a red flag?
Crimson.
She realized immediately what she did was wrong and apologized and showed me her phone. She said I was the only male she talks to, so I asked who he was out of curiosity, and she explained that he wanted a thing with her but she was never interested, so I left it at that. We recently moved to a new city where it turns out he lives, and they saw each other a few weeks ago and she asked to grab a coffee with him. Ever since then he's been blowing up her phone with calls and texts asking for coffee. I asked who he was again when I saw her messaging him and she ignored me until I got it out of her. She claims it's a platonic friendship and she only wanted to catch up and was going to tell me if it was okay to go. She never asked me, and I don't think she ever intended to, as she had the next few days off and she knew I didn't. I felt deeply hurt that she wanted to grab coffee of all things with a man who still obviously has a crush on her, and told her how I felt. Especially since it was on our 1-year anniversary, where I practically had to beg her to do something together. We had a discussion on boundaries and why I don't trust him and see it as disrespectful to our relationship, and she said she was sorry and told me she has stopped messaging him since. Ever since then, about a week now, she has been hiding her phone from me and tilting it constantly. Some weird stuff is happening recently along with this, and I feel like stuff doesn't add up and I'm unsure what to do. I am now starting to believe that she is being unfaithful. My question is, after reading this, do you think my girlfriend is cheating on me? Things I don't think add up. Painful urination and sore genitals. Rash on my genitals. Thick yellow discharge from her. Hardly any sex recently. Found a condom wrapper in our bathroom. I have been home late from work twice now by 3 hours with no explanation. TLDR, girlfriend is texting and receiving calls from a man who she knows like her.
OP, you stupid fucking donut. Go to the hospital and get yourself checked for STDs as soon as possible.
Why are you still here?
And yes, she is obviously cheating on you. You're not this stupid, are you? Come on, man. You found a condom that is not yours in your own goddamn house. Look, I know this is devastating, so I want you to listen to this comment by Reddit user This Is a Stupid Name.
It's okay to be heartbroken and need someone to talk to. Just don't be stupid. You know what's going on, clear as day. You need to be strong and end things with her. Go no contact. And never give her the chance to apologize or explain or catch up, as it's just a ploy to lure you back in. She's not worth another second of your life.
And now for today's second story. My girlfriend cheated on me with her ex-boyfriend. Posted by a throwaway Reddit account.
My girlfriend and I have been together for about 2 years. We met through mutual friends. Before me, she was single for almost a year, but before that, she was in a 4-year-long relationship. Over time, she told me things about him and their relationship. It was overall incredibly toxic, and he sounds like a narcissist. She said he never cheated and was never physically abusive, but did get rough with her. 2 weeks ago, we were out with friends and she saw him for the first time since the breakup. When she noticed him, she turned away and looked really sad. He did eventually notice her and looked at her for a bit until he left the area. Over the weekend, I caught her looking at old pictures of them together. When I asked her if she was okay, she said no. I asked her if she's still in love with him and she said she'll always love him, but she isn't sure what else she's feeling right now. I gave her a hug despite being a little hurt by what she said. On Wednesday, she went for a late-night walk to clear her head. She was gone for about an hour. After she had gone to bed, I decided to go through her phone and saw text messages between them. He had actually texted her after seeing her that day, saying she looked good, but she never responded to that one. They admitted to missing one another and he asked her to come over. She said, "I can't, we both know what's going to happen if do." That's where the texts end. I haven't confronted her yet. I tried this morning, but I can't get the words out. I love her and breaking up is the last thing I want, but I also don't want to be in a relationship with someone who has one foot out the door. Do I confront her with an ultimatum, just break up, or is there something else I can do to salvage things? And now for OP's first update. My girlfriend and I have been together for 2 years. About 2 weeks ago she saw her ex-boyfriend for the first time since their breakup 3 years ago. It brought out a bunch of old feelings. Last weekend I caught her looking at old pictures of the two of them together and she eventually confessed that she'll always love him, but doesn't know what else she's feeling. On Wednesday, I went through her phone and I saw recent text messages saying they missed each other. He invited her to his place but she said, "I can't, we both know where that's going to lead." I was hurt and angry. Friday night I got pretty drunk and I fucked things up pretty bad. I confronted her about her feelings and told her I saw her text messages. She was angry, said she had done nothing wrong and asked if I trusted her. I said obviously not if I'm going through her phone. She told me we'll talk more about this in the morning after I sobered up and she left. She didn't come back until the next morning around 11. I asked her where she went last night and she was just quiet. I asked if she slept with him and she again said nothing. She told me she was just there to get her things and then she was leaving. I asked her why and she finally admitted to still being in love with him. She said she does love me but I'm not him, no one ever will be. She said she wished I would have talked to her about how I was feeling while I wasn't drunk. I told her I wish she would have been honest with us both 2 years ago, because I've just wasted 2 years of my life. I told her to grab her shit and get out. I left because I couldn't be there anymore and saw him standing outside when I left. I'm having a hard time with all of this, coming to terms with the fact that she was never in love with me, accepting she'd rather be back with someone who made her miserable. I'm staying with a friend because I can't go back to that apartment right now. Anyone who's been through a bad breakup, I could really use some advice. And now for OP's second update. First of all, I appreciate all the comments and advice I got. I went back to my apartment with a couple of friends, and it seems so empty without her and her things there. She took something that's mine. I know it was probably a mistake, but I can't even begin to think of asking for it back. My friends offered to reach out to her for me, but I don't know if I'd even want it back now. It could just be all in my head, but I'm pretty sure they had sex on the bed. When I passed out drunk on Friday, it was in the couch and the bed was made up that I can remember. I hate her. I hate him even more for some reason. But I fucking miss her so much. I'm still staying with my buddy. He said I can crash as long as I need to. I plan on getting pretty drunk tonight and my two of buddies are gonna be here to make sure I don't do something fucking stupid like text her. It feels like I'll never find someone else right now. She was perfect, beautiful, and everything I wanted.
That's stupid! You're stupid! Stop being stupid!
But I'm not some asshole who likes to rough her around, so I'm not enough. And now for OP's final update. I went back to my place the next day. I couldn't go back to an empty apartment on the first night. It looked so empty without her things there. She also took something that was mine while moving out. I'm pretty sure they had sex on my bed. The sheets were a mess and I hadn't slept in the bed the night I got drunk and confronted her. When I commented about it to my friend, he said it didn't sound like something she'd do, but my other buddy said it's absolutely something he'd do. I stayed at my friend's place that night. I intended to get drunk again, but we just had a couple of beers and gamed a bit. I blocked her completely on all social media, including her number. Yesterday I went to his place to get what she took. My friends offered to go for me, but I felt I had to do it. It sucked seeing them together, especially since he looked smug, like he won. She apologized for how things went down, and I told her that means nothing. She gave me her set of keys and I left. I cried in the car while my buddy stayed back to talk to her. It's the first time I've cried over all this. My friends got me a new mattress and I've rearranged my apartment, as one person suggested in another post, to make it look somewhat new. I'm still not completely okay, but I'm doing a little better. Anyway, I appreciate all the comments and advice from everyone.
While the affair partner may think that he won, the prize that he got is someone who deceives and cheats on someone she claims to love. That doesn't sound like much of a prize. Look man, they broke up for a reason the first time. It will happen again, and I hope you don't take her back when it does. Go get some therapy. You've done well already blocking her everywhere, and I sincerely hope that you get your life together and just move on from this shitstorm. Good luck, man. Viewer support is the best way for me to remain independent and continue bringing you these daily videos, which will always be here on my channels for you to watch absolutely free. So please consider subscribing to me on Rumble and on YouTube. Both will be linked in the description box down below. Thanks for listening, everyone. If you even somewhat enjoyed today's story, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you really like it, consider subscribing to PattSun to never miss a future upload. Stay strong.